Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Hey, foreign cars, foreign.
Okay, Coach, you know, the folks in the dog pound, they live for games like this. Snowy conditions here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orbit. Check Mike 57, Mike 57. I got you. Pass. I got you. You're on mine.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Paul bringing it in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Hit her inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 39. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Now Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To try again after the sack, Allen. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to Meredith. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, Delta.
To throw, it's Allen. And that one's complete to Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Allen. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike's 54. Go. 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. Come on. Bang, bang.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Where are they, team?
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Check, check. Block. Three.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Mike, check.
Allen operating from the gun. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gordon. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play action now, Mariota. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They're running it. He's coming. We got
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 35-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake, Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Melvin Gordon with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Mariota. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here from Melvin Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota, short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Melvin Gordon, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Round 80! I got you. I gun. Go, 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 go!
From the 39, Allen. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Hey, Echo! Mine's 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, half. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To the air, Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there by Gordon, and even 50 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, shit. One.
Mariota. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. N'Keal Harry with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Jim.
On 2nd down, Hilliard. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
22 jet bomber. Here we go.
From the gun, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eddie Goldman in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Hey, watch Sam. Check, Mike, 54. Mike.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's got his man. That's Landry. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Hey, pick your game up.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
Not today.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't done before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Hey, seam 6.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dante Fowler. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9. 32-yard line.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
I'm coming after you. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Danny.
On second down, Pollard. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run. It's Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
56.
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Allen's throw is complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
On first down, Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.